David Beckham was in China last week in his role as an ambassador for Chinese football. His duties only require him to be in China for about 2 weeks each year, and apparently there's no substance to the rumour that he's timed them to coincide with Victoria's singing lessons. Do you see what I did there? Mm. The question is, should we just make him Prime Minister and have done with it? Bob?
Who appoints you as China's ambassador to football? That's what, because they've got a new leader. I've seen him with the blackest hair I've ever seen, the new Chinese leader. He didn't, and he gave.
Do you think there's colour in there, is what you're saying? The Chinese leader colours his hair. This is controversial. This is going to be the front page of the papers tomorrow.
Jinping. I saw him.
Did you just make that up?
No, it's his name.
Right.
I saw him give his speech because there was a channel on that was dedicated to it. It was about 9 hours long. I don't believe at any point he said,
David Beckham.
"Oh, and while we're on the subject, let's get that little squeaky lad from Ilford over and see if we can't whip this nation onto shape."
But don't you think it would work, though? Because David Beckham is a global icon, and he said it's not about brand Beckham. Did you believe that for a second?
I did. But what I thought was amazing.
Oh, OK, then.
I thought what was amazing, well, because the look in his eye, he didn't like that question at all.
He didn't like that question.
Really didn't like that question.
But I think that he didn't like that question because it came to the truth of it. In the end, it's all about brand Beckham. He's not going to tell us about football reasons. China... I'm not saying China can't be a good football team.
What do you mean by football reasons? Non-football reasons, football reasons is an overused expression. No, I thought what was interesting was watching him playing football in his kit, in his suit. Did you see? It was unbelievable. I mean, I'm as heterosexual as they come. But I thought, what an amazing sight that was, Beckham. And I thought, I'm sure, I guarantee there is some kit designer, probably from Everton, because they always have weird second-choice kits, who's thinking,
a suit.
I like that. Let's put them in a suit.
And brogues.
And next season, I guarantee Everton will be playing in some sort of Wanderers 1872 kit based on Beckham's suit. He looked incredible.
Nobody always looks immaculate, let's face it.
Yeah, but that sight on a football pitch in the suit and tie was extraordinary.
He was mobbed, though, wasn't he? I mean, do you think, maybe the whole thing with China, I mean, maybe in 20 years' time, China and India, for example, will be playing the World Cup final just through sheer weight of numbers. Yeah. We're talking about 2.5 billion people to choose from. They've got to have some good footballers, and David Beckham will help.
Yeah, although, probably.
It hasn't started well, though, has it? It hasn't started well. Drogba went over there and then came home after 3 months. Yeah. Anelka had a sulk, can you believe?
Football's, there's got to come from a culture. There's got to come from kids playing it in the street, and then they get good, and then they get more organised and put in teams. And
it's going to take a few generations.
I think it'll take many generations.
But it will.
But eventually, Beckham will be, when they look back, when they're winning the World Cup, they will say, it was the day that we saw David in his suit.
That's what inspired.
He has changed the way we think of American football, I think, because he said that day when he was interviewed, he said, I think, a lot of people thought when I come to America, they thought that the football over there is just like a Mickey Mouse thing, but if people who think that about America, actually came to America and watched the football, they'd know it's not just a Mickey Mouse thing, We have all sorts of Disney characters at the games.